Let's go, let's go, let's go. You already know it's your boy Crazy Faith the God in the building, getting ready to drop some quick value for today, right? Happy Saturday, by the way. And this is gonna be a really good topic. And it's actually gonna be named, it's actually gonna be named Being at Peace, whether who walks in your life and being at peace with who leaves your life, right? So the power of being at peace, whether who walks in and who walks out of your life, right? Because remember, our peace is everything, right? Our peace is everything. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna feel you, right? And we have to be mindful that we got to be at peace with that, right? We got to be at so peace with ourselves, right, to the point where we don't care who walks in our lives and who walks out. Hey, you walk in, cool. If you're sent from God and you're meant to be in my life, that's cool. If you're not, He will remove you, and I will be at peace with that. And we all have to be at peace with this situation, right? Who comes in and who leaves. Just as the same way, if who likes you and who don't like you, right? You got to be at peace with that, right? Love them on the way in and love them on the way out, right? And most importantly, you always want to be who God created you to be, right? You don't want to be somebody watered down. You don't want to be a fake version of yourself, right? To please someone else, right? No, God didn't create you for that. And whoever's trying to control you into that mold, right? Remember, God created you. Humans didn't. So I'd rather please the master creator than to please human beings. Because at the end of the day, we are all dust. Their opinions and words doesn't matter, right? The only thing that matters is God and what God thinks about us and how He's going to transform us, right? And we got to be mindful of that. We got to be mindful at being at peace, because sometimes, and I was once this person, wanting people to stay when God was removing them out of my life. And I was like, what's going on? But now I can see the true value that He was trying to show me, that I have to be at peace with who I am, right? Because I have so much value to give to the world. So He was removing those people that wasn't giving value, that was holding me back. And I thank Him today that I'm aware of the people that He was removing out of my life, because now He increased me, gave me more wisdom, and gave me more gifts and talent, and actually was able to show me the hidden riches that lies within me. So I'm more at peace who He created me to be. I'm more fulfilled on who He created me to be, and that's enough, right? And I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace whether who comes in my life and who walks out, because I know who I am and I'm at peace with that, right? I'm fulfilled with that, right? And all glory goes to God, because He actually developed me and actually showed me who I truly was. I am, right? Who I truly am. And we all have to get to that point where we're developing the hidden riches within us, getting fulfilled to the point where you don't need anything from this out external world. We don't need anything from this external world. We have to get to the point that we're content with ourselves, that we're happy with ourselves. Because if we're not happy with ourselves, how are we going to be happy with other people around us, and maybe that significant other? How? Right? So we got to always be mindful and to be aware, to be happy with ourselves, because you have the peace within you, right? You have all the joy and all the peace within you, and I guarantee you, if you realize this and if you bring it to light, you won't even care about the external world, because you already know everything lies within inside of you. And this is what God is trying to show you, right? We got to be mindful of this. This is a really good topic, right? This is a really good topic, and I just hope you guys will take a lot of value from this topic, because, man, like, I remember when I was lost and I didn't know who I truly was, right? And actually, God was actually showed me that, and I'm like, wow, like, that's a blessing right there, right? So to be able to take that and run with that for the rest of your life is super powerful, and to always be mindful of your humility. Always being mindful of your humility and what God has given you, right? We got to be mindful of everything, the environment, the nice day that we have, right? The water that surrounds us each and every single day, the birds that flies in the sky, right? The little things, right? The peaceful, beautiful days, the flowers on the trees, and just being at peace in the present moment. It's so powerful. And we can't water down ourselves just to fit in, just to be liked. Like I'm at to the point where I don't care if you like me or not. People are gonna like, hate, whatever it is. I'm at peace about it. I don't care because at the end of the day, I can't change what another person thinks or feels. Only thing I could change is how I feel and how I react to respond to the situation rather than react to the situation. I can control how I respond to the situation rather than react to the situation. I have full control over my internal world and I have full control over my mind. That's the only thing I have control over, right? And this is what we have to be aware of, right? We have to be our highest form of creation that God called us to be, right? And when you're your true, authentic self, you start to see He opens bigger doors for you. Why? Because He can't bless who you pretend to be. He can't bless the fake you, the watered down version. No, He can only bless the true, authentic, real version of yourself, right? And this is something that I'm also um finishing up mastering too, right? Understanding that my power and strength lies in God. He's before everything of this world. When I go to work, I don't work for my boss, I don't work for money, I don't work for people, but I work for the most high God. He placed me on this earth, He gave me the spirit, He gave me the job. I go to work for God. I tithe my 10%. That's His money. Because why? He brought me into this life. He gave me the spirit, and I'm able to perform and do His will. We have to switch our perspective to understand the kingdom of God and what and the true truth and the real truth, right? This is what we have to do, right? Because if we don't switch our perspective, nothing would ever change. Things will be the same each and every day. Cycle, a program, right? That we gotta break, right? Um, and you know, the power lies within you. Like it's everything is that's within you. You know, everything is within you, and we got to be at peace with who comes and who goes, right? We got to be at peace with that because if we're not at peace, what happens is we start to chase that person or we start to chase that thing, and then we're in more of a pit. We're in more of misery. We're in more discomfort. We are separated from God, right? We gotta be mindful of this. You have supernatural power. You're valuable on another level. And God wants me to tell you that you don't have to seek anything else. You don't have to chase after anything. You don't have to beat down any doors. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to live in that mentality of always trying to chase something down and that cycle of chasing. No, you're a king, you're a queen. Things are being brought to you. Things could be attracted to you, right? And we gotta be a master of ourselves, of our mind, right? We gotta be a master of ourselves and our mind, and learn how to use it the right way, right? And being aware of what's truly inside of you. Some of us don't even know what's truly inside of us, including me. I didn't know it was truly inside of me until I started to separate, until I started taking God serious and making time for Him, right? Making time for Him, putting Him priority over family members, people, situations, kids, everything, right? This is what I had to do, right? In order to see what my God has within me. I did right to this, down to this point. I'm still doing everything the Bible tells me to do. Leave the world behind and follow God. Some of us are not doing that. Some of us are in the world and not following God, right? And look what kind of life they are living. Look what kind of life they are living. So we got to develop that Bible mentality so we can see a different outcome and walk in the true power that God created us to be, no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is, because the difficulty is actually getting you strong and preparing you for what He has next. And you're going to like the strength and the power after everything is said and done. You're going to be like, I'm grateful I went through this. I'm more stronger. I'm more wiser. I can give value. I'm powerful. right? But you're not going to be able to do that if you're not giving time, if you're not giving the focus to God and what He called you to be, right? You're not going to be able to do that if you're not giving Him His full attention and doing what the Bible tells you to do. It's the Bible is there for a reason. It's for guidance. It's so that you won't be on the other side of the devil's track, right? It's guidance to lead you away from the evils of this world. Or do you want to be led by the evils and keep playing the same cycle over and over? It's a choice, right? Remember, we're running out of time. If you keep falling for the distractions, if you keep falling for the dysfunction, if you keep falling for the disbeliefs and the unbelieving, see where your life will end up later on, 10 years down the line. See where your life will end up. But I tell you, walk with God and then see where your life will end up. It's two different endings. One is good and one is bad. And you have the choice to pick. You have the choice to pick, right? But yeah, I want to leave you guys with this. I'm gonna leave you guys with this, right? We have super hitting abilities that lies inside of us, right? But God is not gonna tell you or show you anything unless He sees your commitment towards Him and fixing the little areas in your life that needs to be fixed so you can get closer to Him, so He can reveal what He has in store for you, right? So you could be more worthy of Him revealing what He has in store for you, right? And the only way He's going to do that is by you showing Him that you're worthy, that He can trust you. Once you begin to show Him that you are trustworthy and He can trust you, then that's when He starts to release and whisper, and you start to get this intention. You start to get this intuition, knowing. You start to get this. He starts to speak to you, right? He starts to speak to you through your intuition. You can hear His voice. You can hear the whispers, but it's gonna take time, dedication, and work. And don't give up. Remember, remember, you've been, doing your own thing for a while. So give Him some time, right? Just like how He gave you time, you got to give Him time, right? Build that bond, build that trust, and then see where your life ends up, right? It's baby steps to the big steps, right? So with that being said, it's your boy, Crazy Faith to God on the way out. Let's grow. Let's become 1% better. It's your boy on the way out. Let's grow.